Hello, it's a Friday again. So folks, good morning. Good to see you guys. Can you guys please let me know if you can hear me loud and clear? Kanye, good morning. Eric, morning. Naresh, hi bro. How are you guys doing today? We have NFP at 8:30, right? You're welcome, mate. Kanye. I hope you guys can hear me right. So we'll start right now, as we are just like the 40 minutes away from the NFP release. Okay, so we'll start. I'm on daily chart on Dow, and today I'll do the stream in a mentorship level, and for that I'll show you guys some stuff that I will only teach and do on regular basis inside my mentorship. Okay, so what price is doing here? For that I'll take you guys on Nasdaq. Nasdaq has a very clean view for what I'm about to show you all. I'm gonna show you what price is doing here. Basically power of three, accumulation, manipulation, distribution, alongside with market maker buy and sell model. So what I'm expecting to see a market maker sell model formation today, and for that I'll put my logic. I'll show you guys why I believe that and what's the logic behind it. So it's 7:51. Let's do it. We'll finish it before our NFP releases, so we can watch it together. So this is our accumulation, more like original consolidation. So I'm not gonna go into details about like why it's a original consolidation. For that you will have to watch our mentor stream, and mentor did his last lecture about this, about market maker buy and sell model. So if you guys just go and watch it, it will be very beneficial for you. But if you are new, I'll highly recommend you not to watch it, because it's not for the newer folks. This is our manipulation phase. So what I'm doing here, I'm now doing it on hindsight because for me to do it here, you will have to understand first like what goes on inside these charts. So we have our accumulation phase. As you guys can see, price did accumulated order, then broke out from this consolidation, right? And this is what the manipulation looks like, and this is the distribution cycle. So what I'm trying to project is that a new accumulation, manipulation, and distribution phase right here. Okay, so we'll do that. Let's put this color, this. So accumulation, manipulation, and here's our distribution towards sell side. Okay, so now I'm gonna use this hindsight theory to project price on here. Okay, for that I'll take you guys on 4 hour, because on daily chart the accumulation phase is very visible, clearly visible, but here it's not visible. For that I'll take you guys on 4 hour on NQ, and do you guys see that this is the consolidation phase? Price broke out from here, right, and did the manipulation. Here's our distribution phase. The same thing is repeating here again. Where is it? This is our original consolidation. Price broke out from the original consolidation, retested the consolidation. Okay, so when price breaks out from a consolidation phase, it also provides opportunity to enter, to take entry, but this is more like an advanced level. Okay, advanced level theory. So our mentor explained it very nicely in his last YouTube video. Okay, our mentor tweeted, I believe. So he just tweeted, it's a good morning. Just because I'm not active doesn't mean gamble. NFP for suckers, be safe. Yeah, I'm gonna miss him, you know, like his tweets on Twitter. I'm really gonna miss it. Okay, so this is what he showed us in his last YouTube video, that once price breaks out from a consolidation phase, we should be expecting like price coming back down, retesting it before going up. The same thing repeated here. Price broke out from the consolidation phase where here it closed the candles body above, and that's when we know that price is actually breaking out from the consolidation phase, and it retested the consolidation again before going up. So the same thing happened here, right? Original consolidation, first stage of distribution. You can consider this second stage of distribution right here. Second stage of distribution don't necessarily require a stop hunt. That's what I taught in my bootcamp, that okay, I'm not gonna go into details, but not necessarily always it requires a stop hunt. When you are looking for a breaker, that's what I taught in my bootcamp, and that model goes with that. Okay, when you have a stop hunt in the second phase of the reaccumulation, you should be expecting to see a stop hunt, and that forms a high probability breaker block. So what's happening here? This is our original consolidation, right? This is our first stage of distribution. It will go over most of your heads because market maker buy and sell model is like advanced theory. For that, you will have to know ICT basic stuff first, and then you can start recognizing the setup. So this is our first stage. This down close here is not visible that much, but on lower time frame it will be way more visible. Second stage, and this is our what I'm expecting to see this as a SMR, smart money reversal. Why? We have a buy side liquidity up here, right? So I'll take you guys back on daily chart. What do you guys see? This is, I'm just gonna put it away. So this is our higher high, new higher high. So basically price went above the breaker. That's what, this is not a high probability breaker, because a high probability breaker, in a high probability breaker, price remains below the 0.5% of down close candles. And here, as you can see, price came all the way up, cleared out buy side liquidity from here. Another important thing to keep in mind is this fair value gap right here. Okay, so we have two PD arrays from where price can potentially reverse. Okay, we cleared out the buy side liquidity from here. We are also tapping inside this fair value gap, but we'll still have to see on lower time frame that if we have any liquidity on lower time frame. We are not just gonna watch something on daily and 4-hour chart and project it on lower time frame, because as we are trading on lower time frame, a lot of fluctuation happens. Okay, so as you guys can see, this is our daily fair value gap, this is the buy side liquidity. So I'm expecting to see a reversal in market today. It may not happen today. Okay, I'm not gonna force anything. Price will show its hand after it delivers NFP. Before NFP, I'm just gonna analyze chart like this, and we'll see what happens. We also do have a couple of order blocks right here, right? Price rejected from this order block, so I'm gonna mark it. The low of this body, the low of this order block will be very important. So let's go to hourly chart, and here the market maker buy model is way more visible. Original consolidation, first stage of distribution. You can also consider it like a second stage of reaccumulation, consolidate accumulation again, and then here I'm expecting to see a smart money reversal. Okay, so let's find out if we have any strong liquidity to our sell side, as we are expecting a delivery to our sell side liquidity. I'll show you guys dollar. Okay, we'll also analyze dollar chart. So let's do it fast. We have this swing low right here, which is relatively equal to this one, and we also had a couple of buy side liquidity up here as a form of relative equal highs, but price cleared it out. Okay, so this is good. Now we only have liquidity in one side. We also do have this. Let me check what is this. I believe it's a new week opening, new day opening gap. Yeah. So this is a new day opening gap. Price is trading inside it. Price formed liquidity inside it. Now, if price closes a candle's body above this new week, new day opening gap, I would like to see like price, if price is getting support from it, because price can also use these gaps as a support and resistance. When do we use it as a support or resistance? Okay, when price is closing a candle's body above the new day opening gap, we'll use it as a support. When price is closing a candle's body below the new day opening gap, we will use it as a resistance. So this candle opened, now it's trading back inside this new day opening gap. We also do have a breaker here. Okay, so what we are doing is we are building a bias, we are building a narrative, and let's see if our narrative works at 8:30 or even after that. So where's our breaker? We have a low here, right? It will be more visible on 15-minute chart. So let's mark the low. We have our low here and to lower low. Even on the lower time frame, the market maker buy and sell model is clearly visible. So we have our low. We also do have another low right here. So I'm gonna consider this one. And all of these up close candles are working as a breaker. All of this. So I taught inside my bootcamp how to trade when price has a lot of breaker blocks, right? You cannot just put your stop loss below here, below the breaker. This is the this is the basic knowledge. Like, we put our stop loss below the breaker and we target like whatever we are targeting 2 hours from here. But that's a lot of risk in my eyes. So I found out a method how to do it. So this is how I'm gonna do it, and I taught it inside my bootcamp. The people who were inside my bootcamp, they know how I'm watching this here. When we have a lot of up close candles or down close candles as a breaker, we expect to see price not going below the 0.5% of it, and that's how we trade it. We also do have a fair value gap that price didn't trade it from. Okay, so what did I told you guys when I showed you this new day opening gap, right? We can use this new day opening gap and new week opening gap as a support and resistance. That's what our mentor taught us. And how do we know? When price closes a candle's body above, when we have a clean visible setup that goes with this, right? Price closing candle's body towards buy side liquidity, so we can expect to see potential support towards buy side from this new day opening gap. The same thing repeating on ES. Okay, ES is yet to take out this buy side liquidity, so we do have a potential SMT here also. So we'll see that on here. We still have a couple of minutes. So we do have this fair value gap, also this breaker right here. So we have multiple breakers, these up close candles, these up close candles, also these up close candles, but this one is very visible, right? So we'll mark all of these, and we will, the best is price is not going below the 0.5% of all of these up close candles. If price is going below 0.5% of this breaker, then we can expect to see a reversal. Until then, I would like to see a bullish price action. So do we have a target? Let me hide the indicator, it's making it very choppy. We do have this fair value gap right here. I don't see any swing high other than this one. I'm not gonna consider this candle here, okay, because when we have a big candle like this, it's just a part of manipulation. I'm gonna avoid this candle. I'm gonna watch chart without this candle. Okay, so we do have this fair value gap right here. So I would like to see, like, if price is basically, if I'm right calling market like price will move towards buy side liquidity, then I would like to see price coming up and filling this fair value gap or tapping inside it. But this is also SMT. Look on ES. I'm looking at ES, and ES is yet to take out this clean highs. Also Dow still have relative equal highs up here. So let's go on Dow. Okay, folks, let's go on ES and Dow. This is the narrative from on NQ. This is basically what I'm watching. We had Asian high, we cleared it out. right? We had London high, we also cleared it out. We had London low, gone. So price basically provided liquidity in both sides. So I'm not gonna force anything until price delivers NFP. After NFP, we'll have a clean view. We are not gambling, right? We do not gamble. And let's go to Dow. Let's mark a couple of things here. So it's not fair value gap. So this is a BC, and all of these upload candles working here as a breaker, and the 0.5% will be right here. I'm just eyeballing it. So here's our breaker. Price is trading back inside this breaker. This is like a good buying opportunity. Okay, I'm not giving you a signal, do not buy. That's what professionals don't do. Okay, NFP is not for professional. So we are learning how to become a professional. The folks who wanna gamble, just tell me you wanna gamble and I'll kick you out from my stream. That's what we don't do. We tape read when the condition is low probability, and we trade with our live money when condition is high probability. Right now we don't know. We can never know like where price will deliver NFP. No one can know. So we'll be safe when if we are not trading. So potentially I want to see price going up from this BC, and we will see what happens, right? Now let's go to Dow and let's see what price is doing here. The same thing, but okay, another thing that I forgot to mention on NQ, that we are also trading inside a OTE level, right? So there are a couple of bearish confluences like this OTE, then all of this breaker, then this fair value gap, right? It makes sense for price to go towards sell side liquidity. We also do have this OTE level, right? 0.62, 0.79, and price beautifully came inside the OTE level, and now it's rejecting towards sell side. So why did I show you guys the OTE level? Now look close on Dow. What's happening on Dow? So Dow like moved beyond the OTE level 0.62 and 0.79, where ES is way cleaner. Like ES is staying inside 0.62 and 0.79, right? ES is staying inside OTE, and Q is basically staying inside OTE, and Dow is above it. And we also do have another breaker. So we have a high here and new higher high. So these down close candles here working as our breaker, okay? And we also do have this last up close candle as our order block. So we'll also watch it, like how price reacts inside it. So basically, how do I watch a order block? Okay, how do I watch a order block? When I see last up close candles like this, I measure it, and the best reaction happens from the 0.5 level, okay, the midway of any order blocks. So I'm not gonna mark this last up close candle alone. I'm gonna mark both of these because they are the last ones. And as you can see, price did hit the 0.5 level very beautifully, right? So it makes sense for price to go lower from the higher time frame basis, but if I take you guys into the lower time frame, I'm not gonna try to force anything. I'm like giving price to show its hand first to me, and then I'm gonna build my narrative to take an entry. So what do we have here? We have a big beefy fair value gap, right? We also do have a lot of buy side liquidity here in the form of relative equal high. We also do have this trend line liquidity, which price is yet to clear out. So what I believe is like NFP will deliver to our sell side, and after that we can potentially see a run on buy side, right? What do you guys think? Let's do a pull. Let's do NFP delivery. So let's do the pool, folks. What do you guys think? We are gonna go bullish or bearish at NFP? Okay, not after that, at NFP. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we have this fair value gap right here, also alongside with these order blocks. So now the price, okay, so the bearish, this is a bullish order block. So when price goes above the bullish order block in a market maker buy model, okay, price forms a new PT array. That's what it did here. Okay, price formed a fair value gap. Now what I would like to see, price coming down, hitting this order blocks, getting support from it, also this fair value gap. So we'll see like what happens. Okay, we'll see what happens, and let's go to hourly. Let's go to hourly, and do you guys see something here? Do you guys see relative equal highs? We have a big fair value gap, this displacement towards sell side liquidity. We do have a breaker, another breaker here, high, new higher high, and this down close candle is working as a breaker, and that's what we like to see. Like when price is going below a breaker, we would like to see speed and a big displacement, and that's what makes a breaker high probability, and we have it here, right? This big fair value gap. And why I'm talking about this fair value gap? Look here, this fair value gap is unfilled, plus it has relative equal highs. So we already know that relative equal highs and lows are retail stops, right? So these levels works as a magnet for price, because these are too clean. Retail are putting their stops here, so price will basically gravitate back towards these levels. So if price is clearing this level first, right, I'll basically like think price is going lower. But if price is not clearing it first, then I'll like to see price going lower and then moving towards buy side. We'll see what happens. I'll hang out with you till silver bullet. So we will have a couple of macros to tape read to find our model and take entries. So let's see what happens. Let me mark the breaker here. So what happened in the pool? Let me check. Okay, most of the people think it's gonna deliver in bearish, right? Bearish, bullish is like 46% and bearish 54%. We'll see what happens. Like if price is delivering bearish, like in a bearish trend, that's good. That's good for us, because price will basically leave this area unfilled, also with this relative equal high, so we can target it. Our model becomes high probability when we have a high probability target, and this is a high probability strong target, and that's what makes our setup a high probability. So basically 50-50, right? Gambling. Again, gambling. If you cannot tell me like there's a 80% chance the price will go lower, it's a gambling. So we are not gonna gamble. So look here again on 15-minute chart. Let me put the lipstick here for the newbies. So this is our stop hunt, and this is our new higher high. So from now on, folks, okay, I will try to stream twice every week. I'm not promising, but I'll try to do even more. So from now on, you guys will see me regularly streaming, tape reading, taking entries. Mostly I will not take entries, but when the day is good and I have the mind to do streaming, I'll take the entries with you. Like today is a good day. After NFP, we'll look for setups, because that's a space. Okay, last night I was thinking, like, in ICT community, not many people do streaming. In retail industry, you will find like there's a lot of people who continue streaming every day. But in ICT community, there's not many streamer, right? And the best learning happens when someone is showing you in live price action, right? Mostly in ICT community, everything is in hindsight. So we'll try to do it live, and let's see what happens. So basically, like, we are in a consolidation phase, and this is what I taught inside my bootcamp as a turtle soup model. We are yet to do the turtle soup. We are yet to do the turtle soup day 3. We had a 3-day bootcamp. We are done with day 1, day 2. So the day 3 will be on 5th of November, and I'll share like multiple models. I only shared only one model, how to take turtle soup entry. This is also a turtle soup model. And in my last couple of streams, I called the market by using this model. So this is a very important model. There are many other profiles like this that price repeats all day, and when you see these profiles, you can take entries by using turtle soup. Okay, so what basically turtle soup is: getting into a low, getting into buy stop, getting into sell stop, right? So we have liquidity in both sides of the marketplace. Did I miss mentorship? If you didn't, you can still enroll yourself. You will find the link to join in my description below. Go on my Telegram and check out the pinned message in my Telegram. You'll see all the information. So this is a turtle soup model, but we will wait to see what price is doing. So what basically this model is, we wait to see what side gets taken out first. So if price is clearing out relative equal lows first, that's what I want to see, okay? Because on hourly chart, we have this fair value gap, right? So this fair value gap is making buy side liquidity high probability. So that's why I would like to see price delivering sell side liquidity first and then reversing towards buy side. It's a very easy model. You basically don't need bias to trade it. And I shared multiple profiles in my bootcamp that requires no bias. It will appear, the profile will appear just like this. It's very easy to recognize. I shared a complete model, like price will form buy side like this. Even at what time price will form it, like as deep as it gets. You can ask me like hundreds of questions and you will find every single question is getting answered inside my bootcamp. And even on my stream that I'm doing for you guys free, I'm sharing a lot of knowledge, right? So we'll wait to see which side gets taken out first, and after that the best opportunity is targeting the opposite direction. So this fair value gap, right, we saw it on the hourly chart. I want to see price clearing out relative equal lows first and then reversing. Let's look at NQ, because NQ is behaving very nicely, right? We spotted this breaker. How did we build our narrative? That's the main thing, folks. Okay, if you are here to get signal, get the fuck out of here, okay? Because you are not gonna learn anything. Your future is not with us. Your future is not with trading. But if you are here to learn how I do it, how I build bias, how I'm making consistent money, how I'm passing these funded accounts, okay, in a consistent basis. So that's what I'm showing you. So we had this new day opening gap, and we already know from our mentor that when price closes a candle's body above, we can expect to see price using that gap as a support and resistance. So we drop down to the lower time frame. We identified a potential breaker that price can use to get support. We also do have this fair value gap, this breaker. So let's see what price does inside here. Okay, this candle price closed the candle's body above, right above this fair value gap. This is good as long as the bodies of these candles are staying above 0.5% of this BC. We are good. We can potentially see and run on this fair value gap, right? As we also have relative equal highs on Dow, right? So we'll see what happens. We also have lower targets. It's not like if price is clearing out equal high first, we will not trade. We also have lower targets here, so we'll see what happens. Right, I'll put Dow here and let's put NQ, right? NQ here. NQ 15-minute. We are gonna watch the NFP delivery on 15-minute chart, and after that we'll drop down to lower time frame and we'll see what happens. And I'll put ES here, because ES and Dow, they move together and they provide good opportunity when they are moving together. ES again. So I forgot to talk about ES. Do we have time? We do have time. So let's go to ES and let's do a review. What can potentially happen? Business contact, you're blocked. I'm gonna talk as much as I want. This is my stream. Get the fuck out of here if you don't like it, okay? Or if you don't, just let me know here. I'm gonna block you. I'm not like other streamers that are like getting crazy for views. I'm not like that. If 10 people watching me and getting value from me, that's it. That's all I need. 10 good people who are here to learn. And everyone else wanna get blocked, it's okay. So let's look at 50-minute chart, because the narrative, we already got the narrative from Dow, right? So we'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens here. I'm very good at blocking. Before, when I used to stream, like when I started streaming, I used to block like 10-20 people in a day. So yeah, good to do it back. We also do have this relative equal high here again, relative equal lows. All I'm talking is about chart. Go in other people's stream, all the talk is trash, never about chart. So we have this relative equal high here, relative equal low here. The same thing, we also do have a breaker, right? A bullish breaker. And we'll see what happens. Dollar is also looking bearish. So our dollar is looking bearish. Dollar getting support from a bearish fair value gap as I'm watching it. So the relative equal lows down here. So let's look at dollar. Let's take a look at dollar. So dollar has this fair value gap which is still unfilled, and a potential support level is this fair value gap, this BC. Buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, right? So we also do have a sell side liquidity right here. So dollar, if dollar is reversing, if dollar is taking out this first and tapping inside this BC first, I believe dollar will reverse and deliver buy side liquidity. So why dollar should come towards buy side liquidity? Okay, it's not like we are identifying a support level and we are targeting buy side blindly. No, we'll have to find out why price should move towards buy side from here. We do have a fair value gap that is unfilled, right? But we'll have to watch. This is like a 50-50 situation, folks. So we'll see, because look here, we have a high here, right? We have a higher high, new higher high. So basically these downflows candles here working as a breaker. So what I would like to see, price not respecting this breaker but moving towards buy side after delivering liquidity to our sell side. This is our sell side liquidity, and this is our fair value gap from the 4-hour chart, right? And price got support from this order block aligned with this fair value gap. So order block and fair value gap, when you see them, this is like a high probability scenario. So beautiful delivery from this order block and fair value gap. Now let's go back to, so on dollar, this is what I'm watching. Let's go back to Dow. Let's go back to Dow, and now we'll watch what price delivers. Okay, where do you guys think it will, NFP will deliver? Bearish, bullish? Bearish. Mostly people think bearish, right? That's what we want to see. Like price delivering to our sell side, because on Dow it's looking good. Dow has an unfilled fair value gap that we can target later on. This big unfilled fair value gap. Yeah, on 5-minute is even like, hey Dale, good morning. Do you guys see Dale? I taught you guys this model inside my bootcamp. This is a turtle soup model, and on higher time frame it's repeating again. In my last streams I showed you guys this model on 3-minute, 2-minute, 1-minute, and even on 30-second. Today it's repeating on higher time frame. It's visible on 50-minute, it's visible on 5-minute. So let's see what happens. Breaker. Look at Nasdaq, folks. Price is getting support from this BC. Nice reaction from this BC. Very beautiful reaction. Also with this breaker, right? Price tapped inside this breaker. So if it was not NFP, I would have push button here, targeting this BC here. So if you want to gamble, basically you can gamble from here. This is like a high probability scenario, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna wait for NFP delivery, and after that we will hunt. Let's answer some chat. Dow is a turtle soup entry. I heard you say. What type of entry is the one on NES? NES is showing a breaker block entry with a fair value gap. Dow is presenting a turtle soup, and ES basically nothing, just chopping around. Reading liquidity is really helpful for newbies. It gives you experience, like what price will do, why it's doing that. You only learn it when you are getting out of the mindset to make money. Okay, yeah, we all want to make money, but we need experience to do that. What do you think of the huge new day opening gap on NQ? I already told you guys that price. Okay, I already talked about this when I started my stream. Daylight, you missed it because you joined us late. Anyway, so this is the new day opening gap, right? Price closes candlestick body above. So when price closes the candlestick body above a new day opening gap on new opening gap, we can expect to see price getting potential support from it. When price was here, I talked about it. Price closed the candlestick body above. I dropped down to the lower time frame. We identified a bullish PD array, right? And price is now getting support from it. Nothing here is hindsight. Okay, nothing here is hindsight. So I want to see Dell price using this new day opening gap as a support and delivering buy side liquidity at this fair value gap or even higher. Okay, this fair value gap is like a low hanging fruit. So our Asian range on Dow is yet to clear out the sell side liquidity on Asia. Right from Asian range, we also do have the London high. Where's the London high? Okay, the London high is yet to be cleared out. London low, yeah, London low is taken out. So let's see what price does. NFP don't have a macro. Ahmed, okay, so NFP is not for professionals. We avoid it, like completely avoid it. We do have a very high probability setup here. This breaker with this BC, like Nasdaq is looking way better compared to ES today. So let's see, price cleared out relative equal highs, right? Relative equal highs. We have a fair value gap here that is unfilled. Price basically hit the hourly fair value gap now, right? So let's see if price now moves towards sell side. Let's see. Stop on 3 minutes. 3 minutes until we see some volatility. ES is yet to clear out the relative equal highs. Okay, ES is yet to clear out that. So this is like a SMT with ES and Dow. So in this model, right, Dale, do you guys see the same model repeating that I taught you guys in bootcamp in day 2? This model repeats every day, even on 30 second, 50 second, as long as you want to go, like hourly chart, daily chart. This model keeps repeating again and again and again. And this is a very simple model. You basically don't need a bias to trade it. That's why it's so simple. Abdul, hey Hydra, on your Twitter there is price delivery power of 3 for FOMC news. Is there any such post for NFP also? No, NFP is a one-stage delivery. FOMC is a two-stage delivery. the classic, go back in my stream, rewind it, and you will see it. Okay, I already marked it here, the breaker on NQ. So let's see. Okay, we are not like trading it, but we are watching where price delivers. This is a potential setup that price presented, but 30 second, folks. 30 second. At 8:30 opening, let's see what price does. Let's see. Let's go gamblers. Now gamblers will blow their account now. So buy side liquidity got taken, right? The breaker got respected on NQ as we predicted. So beautiful delivery towards buy side. NQ is looking like so beautiful. Like, look at this delivery. Look at this delivery from this breaker, right? Price didn't close a candle's body, but you cannot trade it. But if you are trading it, you are putting your stop loss. You are getting taken out. But we were right to call the market towards buy side liquidity by using our logic, using our narrative. Now, do you guys see, when you learn how to read price action, how to build a bias? Do you guys see how it works? Nothing here is hindsight. Okay, the folks who just joined me, go back and you will see me calling the market from here towards buy side. And now the retailers will ask me, like, what's the point of calling if you're not making money? The same pattern will repeat again, bro. That time I'll make money. You don't have experience to even spot a high probability setup. Okay, so how are you even thinking about trading NFP? It's not for professionals. So very beautiful delivery. Now I'll tell you guys on the higher time frame. Let's see where price is delivering. Let's see. I'll stick with NQ because NQ is looking better compared to Dow and ES. So basically we are trading inside this order block. We have our rejection block right here. Let's see on daily chart. Nothing significant, but we have these order blocks on this 4 hour. So this rejection block is what I'm watching. Okay, now the price moved towards buy side. I would like to see what price does inside this rejection block. Okay, these weeks here are rejection block, a potential bearish PDRA. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna measure these big wicks like this, and I would like to see what price does inside these levels. The best high probability rejection will be from 0.5%. So we'll see what happens. Is there anything on hourly chart? No, the same wicks, the same rejection blocks. So when you have big wicks like this, how do we trade it? How will you know that price will, from what level price will reverse? So for that, you will have to mark these. Okay, you will have to measure the week like this, and the potential reversal can happen from the 0.25 and 0.5 level. And also there's another thing that I taught you guys inside my bootcamp. There are price levels that are very significant. Okay, I didn't show you guys in my live stream because I basically put it aside for my mentorship. So 80, 40, 60 levels in price are very important. So let's see if these levels are aligning with our logic. As you guys can see, 0.25 is coming at 80 level, right? 1580. So this is a good zone for price to reverse. 80 at 80. And we also do have 0.5, right? 0.5 is coming at 100. So 80, 100, and do we have any significant level here? So price basically did hit the rejection block, right? This is the rejection block. So let's see price, if price is presenting us any potential setup. So we are basically done with higher time frame. If price is moving higher, these two levels 1580 and 15100 is what I'm gonna watch for price to potentially reverse, or we'll see like if price is forming a bullish breaker that will take us here. So let's go to 5 minute and see what's basically happening. Nothing other than this big candle. Yeah, price is moving towards this 80 level. Now let's go to 1 minute chart. Nothing yet because we are not trading inside a macro. We have 850 to 910 at NFP week. Okay folks, at NFP day, not week, at NFP day, 850 to 910 macro is very important. It provides good breaker setups. So basically I don't use 850 to 910 macro other than NFP days. Okay, that's another jam. Who are following me, the folks who are following me, you guys already know I don't trade at 850 to 910. I only trade 850 to 910 macro at NFP days. Dollar, our calling on dollar was also right? We called dollar lower, and I gave you guys two levels. What levels? This sell side liquidity and also this BC, and I explained why price should move lower. And now the price is moving even lower. We have this fair value gap with this order block, right? Do you guys see it? So this formation is very powerful. Order block with fair value gap. If price is not getting support from it, we'll potentially see price clearing out this sell side liquidity, this sell side liquidity, and hitting this I believe it's a fair value gap, or it's a breaker from the weekly chart. Okay, on dollar. So lower lows, multiple lower lows, price hit the order block from here, came down, right? So these up close candles becomes our breaker. So price is now moving towards this breaker. This is a very, very good level for price to get support on dollar. So I'll watch this breaker, and price is very close, right? Price is going lower from this 15-minute fair value gap. So I would like to see what price does here inside this weekly breaker. So I'll put an alert here, so when price does comes here, I'll see and tell you guys what's happening. Good rejection. Let's go to 1 minute. Basically nothing yet, right, other than this fair value gap. But on 30-second we can see a potential breaker. We can spot a potential breaker. We have this unfilled fair value gap. So let's see what price does here. I would like to see price forming a fair value gap here. Okay, if this if this breaker is really what I'm thinking, like price will get resistance towards sell side liquidity, then I want to see a fair value gap forming here at this candle. If it's going lower, I want to see a big displacement lower, and if price is really doing that inside 850, we can use this breaker, also the fair value gap, to take entry. Now I want to see a fair value gap forming here. Good luck today, brother. Geek High the trader. Are you not trading today, bro? Are you not trading? I'm looking for a setup. Let's see what price does at 850, 910, then 920, 940, 950, 1010, right? We trade inside specific time periods, so we'll see what happens. Sylvia, hi HYDRA, would you consider inversion fair value gap daily 8-1-23? On which chart, Sylvia? Oh, okay, in NQ daily. See, price didn't form a fair value gap here. That's what I wanted to see. when you are spotting a breaker, you want to see price forming a fair value gap here, okay, or relative equal lows. So nothing here. Other, if price had relative equal lows here, I would have considered this inversion for a potential entry. Now I would like to see, now the price rejected from this inversion, I would like to see a fair value gap here. I would like to see a fair value gap here. So let's go to daily and answer Sylvia's question. 8123. Okay, this fair value gap you were talking about, or which one? Okay, from August. Okay, from August. Okay, you were watching far. This one on daily on NQ. The price is yet to reach here, Sylvia. I'm probably wrong. Like, I don't know what you were telling me. Can you please 821? Okay, 821. 2020 821. Is 8 the month? Yeah, 8 is the month, right? Okay. August daily chart 821. Okay, 21. Where is it? Okay, right here. Okay, this, yeah, this fair value gap. Yep. Sorry, I was lost in the dates and months. Anyway, so this is something I'm not watching basically, because what I would prefer to watch, this is an old inversion. Okay, price already used it. So this is something that I will teach you guys inside my mentorship, like how I use these SMR inversions. There's a lot more details left to discuss. I just touched on the surface. So when price closes, I'm just gonna share a little bit. When price closes a candle's body like below the inversion that formed in the SMR, we're basically done with it. And as you can see, price multiple times, okay, price traded back to it multiple times. But even if we're extending it, you can see good support from it, right? But I'm not watching this right now because we are not anywhere near to this fair value gap. So when price is coming down this fair value gap, or some, like suppose at this candle, 50% of this candle, that's the time when I will watch this one as a target. Not now, not today, not today basically, but in future, Sylvia, you will see me watching it. So did price form the fair value gap here? Did price form the fair value gap? Oh, no fair value gap, right? I told you guys that I want to see a fair value gap. When price is going lower, I want to see a fair value gap forming, but didn't. But price formed another thing, target, high probability target. We are not trading now. We are waiting for price to get inside macro 850 to 910. So we identified a potential target, right? So now let's see if price hits the levels that we got from higher time frame. What levels? This rejection block, right? Price already showed a good rejection from here. Nothing here in chart is random, folks. Price went to the 4-hour rejection block, hit it, got rejected. I measured the week at the rejection block, and we have this 80 level right here, and the 100 level is here. So dollar is also basically going towards the breaker that I showed you guys on weekly chart. So I'm not gonna do anything until dollar hits the breaker from the daily chart, because on dollar this is only the bullish PD area, like the highest probability bullish PD area on dollar. Go on dollar, go on weekly chart, and you will see we have a weekly breaker on dollar. I already showed you guys here. So I'll wait for price to hit it. And until then, what I believe price will potentially provide us bullish setup. We have a big fair value gap. We have a stop hunt here, right? So this up close candle is a breaker. What breaker? It's a bullish breaker. I'll take you guys on 15-second chart, and that's where it will be more visible. And do you guys see it now? So this is what I wanted to see on 30-second when price was going down below this breaker. I wanted to see a fair value gap forming here, but price didn't. But on 50-minute chart, price formed a bullish breaker, lower low, new lower low. So this candle becomes our breaker. Price formed a fair value gap, hit the fair value gap inside breaker, and now going up. Let's see if price provides us any opportunity before hitting this 80 level inside our macro. Okay, this is a good setup. Let me mark it for the newbies. This is our breaker. This is our stop hunt, and the lower low aligned with relative equal lows. So why am I not targeting these relative equal lows? Because we are yet to reach the high probability target on dollar, which is on sell side liquidity. So if dollar is moving towards sell side, what I believe US30 will move towards buy side. So let's see what ES is doing. Is it SMT with ES? Is it SMT with ES? Okay, it's not SMT. They both have relative equal lows, so that's what makes it a strong target. I'm not giving any signal here. If you are asking me where to take entry, I'm gonna block you right away. Busy. You wanna get signal? There's a lot of people who do signal, provide signal service. Go to them. I'm not doing it. Signal service is bullshit. I never heard anyone making consistent money from signals. There are good people who are like giving consistent good signals, but where the people fuck up is that they don't follow the risk management. The person who is buying someone's signal, he basically don't know anything about trading or anything like how to control his emotions, how to follow the risk management. So that's where they fuck up. Okay, that's where you will always fuck up. So moving towards buy side again, no entry again here, right? Anyway, I wouldn't take entry here because price is not inside 850. So dollar, let's go to dollar. Dollar is hitting our weekly breaker that I told you guys that this is the weekly breaker, and dollar is gravitating towards it, and that's what we are watching. A potential rejection will that's what I'm expecting. Okay, a potential support towards buy side liquidity from this breaker. Nothing yet, and you are blocked. I told you guys not to ask me this kind of question. So I want to see like price getting support from this weekly breaker. So this is a big zone for a support. We'll watch it what price does here. So here price did a lot of things on dollar. Okay, price cleared out sell side liquidity, filled multiple fair value gaps. Okay, now it's also hitting this breaker, and it did here. The level is also good, 105,260, right? I would like to see a breaker forming here. Okay, if price is forming a breaker here, that will confirm the reversal for me. So what I want to see is something like this, and this. If price is doing this, we can look for a high probability selling, high probability selling, yeah, on ES and NQ. And Dow. Where's my drawings? See, Dow is not that good in price action today compared to NQ. Look, NQ has a better price action today, right? So this is how you know, folks, like which breaker will work and which won't, right? When price formed this bearish breaker, right? This is a bearish breaker. Did I took a short here, or did I told you guys this is a short? No, I told you guys that I want to see a fair value gap here. When price is going below a breaker, you want to see speed. Was there any speed? No, price was just like consolidating. So price cleared out the buy side liquidity from here. Buy side liquidity got taken out. We have a breaker here. All of these down close candles. So let's see what price does. We are also inside our 850 macro, right? We are also inside our 850 macro. Let's see on 1 minute. 1 minute. We also do have a relative equal low down here. So a lot of things, a lot of good things. I'm gonna mark the breaker here. Now, do you guys see the speed here? Yeah, so I would like to see price going lower from this level. We have a BPR here. If I was taking this setup, I'll put my stop loss up here and targeting like potentially this relative equal lows. Dollar is also moving higher. Do you guys see that? So take your own trade. I'm not gonna do it in front of you, so do it on your own, but this is looking good. It's also aligning with the dollar, the analysis that I did on dollar. Now speed, I want to see speed towards sell side, okay, from this level. I want to see this candle going below these down close candles. Yeah, going below the down close candles. This is a good setup, folks, okay? I'm not going to take it in front of you. I'm going to do my own stuff. Do your own stuff, okay? I already gave you guys, okay? This is a good signal. Stop loss here. Didn't you heard me when price was trading back here? Target, a good potential target is this relative equal low. As long as dollar is getting support from the breaker, from the weekly breaker, we are good with this analysis. So I believe price will go lower because this fair value gap is yet to be filled, right? This fair value gap is yet to be filled. On 1 minute chart, you cannot see this breaker. The breaker is not visible here, but it is visible on 30-second and 15-second chart. Very nice rejection. The folks who are asking me how to spot a breaker, I taught from the basic, okay, basic to the advanced level, how to spot a breaker, how to identify a breaker in my 3-day bootcamp, okay, like from the scratch, how a candle forms when a high probability breaker is forming, what a CB is there in my 3-day bootcamp in day 1. Day 2, I shared the profiles. And this is a profile that I shared in my day 2. When price is relative equal lows, you want to see price forming a breaker, okay? So when you are trading on 15-second, you will have to be a little bit nimble. That's why we are not putting our stop loss here, rather above this here, okay? So look on dollar, folks. I'm going to put dollar chart here because dollar is looking good. And we can use it for our we use it to get confirmation. So on dollar, as you guys, I was expecting to see a breaker, okay? Dollar did it, but we have a fair value gap right here. So what I want to see that price getting support from this fair value gap and then going towards buy side liquidity. If this fair value gap is failing to send price higher, then this setup will fail. Price will still move higher on Dow. Not all breakers are meant to be taken. Yes, not all breakers are meant to be taken. This I don't like it. This breaker, my breakers are like having a fair value gap here. Okay, when price is closing a candle body below the breaker, they have a fair value gap. This is the highest probability breaker, and here price generated relative equal highs again. Is it SMT? It's not SMT with ES. So when they both generate relative equal high and low, it becomes a strong target. So let's watch this, okay, folks, like how price is delivering here. Because don't be sad like you are not taking this setup because you don't have a 30-second chart. The same setup will repeat on 1 minute. The same setup will repeat on 5 minutes, okay? Every single day I'm doing the same thing. I have a skill, I'm repeating the skill again and again, just like price is repeating the price action. So let's watch this, what price does here. So this is a good place to take a partial, folks, okay, because this is a fair value gap, right? And price is moving towards 0.5%, and that's where price gets supports from a fair value gap. So this is where I will take a partial, and if you are in this trade with me, then take a partial here and move your stop loss to break even. I'm gonna go and make a quick coffee and I'll come back ASAP, okay? So I'm back. I told you guys to take a partial. Did you guys take a partial? Do you guys see the logic now? Okay, from where does price reverse from a fair value gap? 0.5% of a fair value gap. Okay, this is a potential reversal for price, and I told you guys to take a partial here, right? You did. You put your stop loss at break even, because look at dollar. Okay, dollar is moving down. We were expecting a bullish price action on dollar from this fair value gap, right? From this 30-second fair value gap. But we also do have a breaker, visible breaker on 30-second on dollar. Do you guys see that breaker? So even if price is coming up and clearing it out, we are not taking any loss. Rather, we are in profit. We took a partial. We navigated with price action really nicely, right? So this is a breaker on dollar. So let's see how dollar reacts here. We are safe. Price also degenerated. Okay, look here. What is this? Relative equal lows. So that's what you want to see, price generating continuously if you are in a sell. If you are in a buy, you want to see price generating relative equal highs, because these are like magnets. These are retail stops. Price will gravitate back to these levels again and again and again. So I'm not gonna close my position here. I'm gonna hold and see what price does. Look at the rejection, folks. So beautiful. I'm still holding my trade here, because look at dollar. Dollar got support from this BC. So I don't want to see dollar rejecting from this breaker. So I'm not gonna consider this breaker on dollar. I want to see now Dow moving lower. Sorry, NQ moving lower and dollar pushing higher. Dollar has relative equal highs here. Do you guys see it? Targets, okay, folks. Retail stops, magnet for price. But you will have to learn from someone experienced how to spot it. Okay, anyone can identify relative equal high and low. Anyone can identify a breaker, but you will have to know where price can go, what price will do, what levels price will use for support, where to take partials, right? When price was here, I told you guys this is a good level for partial. Now, do you guys see why I told you that? Experience, folks. Okay, experience is what you need, and this is transferable. I'm transferring my experience to you. How? By showing you it in live market. Isn't it better than teaching you in hindsight? This is what you need when you are learning how to trade, right? And what did I told you guys before price traded in this breaker? I told you guys that 850 to 910 macro Dale. Okay, I know you are my old follower, so you know it. I don't trade on 850 to 910 macro. I only trade 850 to 910 macro when we have NFP, okay, at 830. So we have another breaker. You can pyramid here, okay? You can pyramid here. And that's a very good chance for pyramiding, targeting this low again. See? Do you guys see price is going lower? Why? We have a breaker, we have target here. So you will have to know when the macros will work, when it will not work. And I'm basically teaching you that. I'm showing you that in live market. TP here, pyramiding here, main entry here. Okay, the folks who just joined me, go back in my stream. You will hear me saying, okay, this is a sell. This is a sell. I'm shorting here with a stop loss here. Didn't you heard me saying it? So this is a very good trade. My stop loss is a break even and no risk, basically. Okay, no risk, because even if price is coming back up, clearing it out, no loss. We took a partial. Beautiful fair value gap here, right? And that's what we want to see when price is moving lower from a breaker. So nice fair value gap again. Isn't it a beautiful model? That's what our mentor teach us, right? Look how beautiful it is. Look, take a screenshot of this, okay folks? So do I deserve a like from you now? Okay, 300 people watching, we only have 100 likes. What's up guys? Let's go to 200. Let's make it. No one, okay, no one does it better than this. No one will come and show you, okay, what market is doing, how it's doing, how it will deliver. I even took you on dollar. It's not like I'm calling market on NQ. I'm showing you why price should move on NQ with dollar, okay? I told you guys this is a weekly support level, okay? Price came down, hit the weekly support level. I told you guys, okay, now dollar is moving higher. We can potentially see indices moving lower, stocks moving lower. The same, I took you on 30-second chart. We identified a potential breaker setup from here to the top, all the way down. Isn't it beautiful? Who does this? Show me another ICT trader, streamer. There's no one, okay? Like, I can count 1 or 2 people who do it. That's it. It's so small. Our community is very small and it's still growing, okay? So take part in it. When we are growing, I'm not gonna do it for long. When I'm opening my mentorship, I'll stop doing live streams for free. So take the benefit now. Hit the like button. Let's go to 200 likes. Let's go to 200 likes. Can we do that? Relative equal highs, okay? We had a breaker here on dollar. So did you heard me saying, okay, I want to see price going lower from this breaker? No. I told you price is getting support from this fair value gap. So I want to see price moving higher because we have a target here. This is a higher time frame support level. TP hit. So it was a beautiful 3R trade, more than 3R. Right from here, from this level. Stop loss here. Why we didn't put stop loss above the breaker? I explained it because we have a BPR here. Targeting this low. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, it's coming like 4R. Anyway, my entry was like basically here. So I got like 2.5R. I don't know about you guys, but I basically got 2.5R. So beautiful trade. I'm basically done for today. What I'm gonna do, I'm continue tape reading until 10 o'clock. Okay, we'll tape read 9:20 to 9:30 delivery. Then we will also tape read 9:50 to 10:10 macro. Then the silver bullet. Okay, we'll see what price does. We are basically done. You should be closing your position here because price did deliver towards our target. There's no logic behind you holding anymore. Okay, if you are holding, you'll have to identify the logic. Where's the logic? No logic. So beautiful trade. Even I told you that price will reject from here. Why price should reject from here? We had a rejection block on 4-hour chart. I'm trading on 30-second, but I'm building my narrative from where? Higher time frame, folks. Higher time frame is the mother of everything. That's what gives birth to high probability trades. So we had our rejection block here. I told you guys the price. This is a potential level for reverse. 30-second. Beautiful rejection. Beautiful trade. So this is a very beautiful trade that you should be taking a screenshot. And you should be journaling it like me, okay, like I'm doing. So why this trade painted out? Because time was the main factor here, okay? Don't be like, okay, we took it blindly. No, we didn't took it blindly. Time was the main factor here. What time? 8:50 to 9:10. Time and price. Yeah, everyone preaches time and price. Go on Twitter, you'll see time and price. Everyone preaching it, but no one has the gut to do it live. Anyway, so let's mark the time. Let's put the lipstick in our chart, right? 8:50 to 9:10. And this is it. This is the macro. This was the setup and this was the calling going lower. Let me take a screenshot because that's how I journal my trades. Because when I see, that's how I gain my experience, okay? That's how I build on my experience, my skill. So if you have this skill, the way I'm calling the market, the way I'm seeing the market, will you ever worry about missing a trade? No, you will never worry about missing a trade, because the same price action will repeat on 15 seconds. People fear to trade on 1 minute. They don't know what the fuck they are doing. If they knew what they're doing, the same thing repeats on hourly chart. The thing that repeats on hourly chart, the same thing repeats on 30 seconds. The same model will repeat on higher time frame, lower time frame, everywhere. Anyway, now let's see what price is doing. We are basically done with this breaker, right? Now I'll take you guys on higher time frame again. Okay, I'm not doing anything until we reach to 200 likes. Okay, so let's do it, folks. Let's go to 200 likes ASAP. Can we do it? Can we do it? 200 likes. So we have another breaker here. Is it a breaker? Do we have a SMT here? Let's go to 15 minute on. So the other day you heard me talking about ES, trading on ES. The day before you heard me, okay, I traded on where? On Dow, right? Today I traded on NQ. Why? Why am I not trading on one pair? Because you will have to learn which pair is high probability when. When I started my stream, I told you guys, okay, NQ is high probability because the price action was better on NQ, right? So when you watch my stream, you learn multiple stuff, okay? Like this: how to know which pair is high probability, how to know which macro will work, how to gravitate with dollar and indices live, no hindsight. So basically ES also rejected from our level that we were expecting to see a rejection. Now what I'm gonna do, okay folks, we have a big fair value gap right here. Okay, so before I do talk about it, if you wanna know how I trade with these breakers, how I spot it, and if you are new, I have a bootcamp going, 3-day bootcamp, and there I'm explaining everything from the basic to the profiles, okay? What profiles price will repeat. The profile that you saw on 30 seconds, this is the same profile that I taught inside my 3-day bootcamp. I gave it already. This is what price does inside macro, okay folks? This is the only thing that price does. Price will generate liquidity, relative equal lows. You spot it. When you spot it, you want to see from where price can get reversed. We identify the 4-hour rejection level, right? Then we come to the lower time frame. We spot a breaker. We spotted our breaker. We target the relative equal low. Easy. The same model I taught it in the day 2 in my 3-day bootcamp, and the same thing repeated again. So now let's build our logic, our narrative again for 920 to 930 macro, right? So we'll see if we can spot another breaker at 920 to 930. So we have this big fair value gap on 15 minute, right? So what I'm gonna do, when I see big fair value gaps like this, I measure it and I wait for price to show a rejection from 0.75, 0.5. Why? Because when you have a big fair value gap, you don't know from where price can potentially get support, get resistance, right? For that, you will have to measure it like this. And high probability support is from 0.5 level. If price is going below the 0.5 level, then you can potentially expect the price will continue its trend lower. But as long as price is not closing a candle's body, listen carefully folks, I'm not saying a candle's wick. Candle's body, as long as a candle's body is staying above 0.5%, we are good. Price will continue moving higher. But for that, we'll also have to identify strong target. What target? Relative equal high, relative equal low, trend line liquidity. And these targets has a profile. They don't just come, okay, as a relative equal high. They will form before macro. That's what I teach. That's what I taught inside my 3-day bootcamp. The folks who are here, they already know, okay, price will form high probability target before it get inside the macro. So our target formed when? Before macro, right? Our setup formed when? Before macro, but our entry Price gave us an entry when? Inside macro. The same thing repeats, folks. If you learn how price will repeat these setups, you can easily spot these things, okay? And I shared it in a profile, not like, okay, this is a setup, if you see it, then go. No, I didn't leave you alone. I gave you a whole market profile in my 3-day bootcamp, okay? So the folks who are in my 3-day bootcamp, they already know. Dale, he already spotted it. Sylvia already spotted it. The same thing repeats, okay? So we have trend line liquidity here. Price is potentially getting support from the 0.75 level, okay? Price is getting support. We know the price will move higher. Now let's go to 30-second again, and let's see if we have high targets. Do we have high target, high probability target? Yes. Do you see it, Dale? Yes, trend line liquidity. The same profile I taught inside 3-day bootcamp, it's repeating again. So what we will do, now that we identified a high probability target, we'll wait for price to generate and tap inside the breaker inside when? 920 to 930. We are not trading by blindly. Time and price, it has a logic behind it. Price will have to tap inside, give us an entry inside 20 minutes. If price is not giving us an entry inside 20 minutes, we are not taking it. Price can generate a breaker before macro gets started, but your entry, price should give you entry every single time inside macro. Price is not giving you an entry inside macro, or suppose price is getting support from a breaker before macro gets started, you're not taking it. So we identified our support levels, right? And this is where our trend line liquidity started. So this is our buy side liquidity right here. So our buy side liquidity is up here, and now let's see if we have any breaker here. If we have any breaker, we are yet to get inside 920 to 930, right? Now imagine you are watching me doing this with you for 1 year. Will you improve? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do in my mentorship. I'm not gonna just teach you theory like people that do, okay? They teach you theory and they leave you alone. Okay, go and figure it out on your own. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna take you with me in these live charts where 30 seconds, most of the people think it's a choppy market. It's not choppy when you know how to build a narrative. And I'll do it 2 days in a week for 1 year. And do you think you will improve? If someone is teaching you like this, trend line liquidity. So we have our trend line liquidity here. Now let's see if we have a breaker on 1 minute. We have this up close candle, right? What I want to see is a clean swing low. So this is not visible yet. Yes, clean swing low with a breaker. So this is not visible yet. This is not. We have this up close candle as a breaker. Nothing other than this. I don't see anything. So do you guys see how I'm trading? Am I trading with one specific bias? No, I'm changing my bias with liquidity, with higher time frame delivery, because price delivers both candles, bullish candle, bearish candle, and we are trading on 30-second. We can take part in we can take part in market maker buy model. We can take part in market maker sell model in the same day, again and again, repeating the same logic. Okay, so I'm basically done. I got a one good winning trade, 2.5 hour. I'm done for today. I'm not gonna take any trade, but I'm gonna tape read, continue building my experience with you all, right? So we have our breaker here. Also this inversion, okay, this inversion is important. I want to see price getting support from this inversion. Why this inversion is important? Because this is an inversion where price changes trend. You don't know a lot of things about these fair value gaps, okay? That's what I taught inside my 3-day bootcamp, that these inversions are very important. Now if price is going below this inversion, I'm not gonna look for any bullish trade. As long as price is getting support from it, we are good to take a bullish entry. So this is a good level for a support, this inversion. So let's see if price gets support from here. Price is engineering liquidity continuously here. And dollar tapped inside the weekly breaker again, right? Look here, they're moving opposite to each other, and that's when it's high probability, when dollar and NQ, ES, Dow, when they're moving opposite to each other. This is the high probability condition. I'm still looking for a breaker. Okay, we don't have a clean breaker here yet, so I'm not gonna take any entry from this inversion, but I'm gonna wait for a breaker to form, and then I'm gonna take an entry. We do have these relative equal highs here. Is it a SMT? Is it a SMT with... Is it a SMT? Yes. Basically, when did this high form? 914. 914. Is it a SM? 913? It's not SMT. Anyway, so now we identify a potential target that is not SMT. So that's what makes it a high probability target. Now let's see if price forms any breaker here. Okay, I want to see a breaker forming here. We have a low here, so if price is going below this low, okay, if price is going below this low, we will have a breaker here. These up close candles. We don't have any high probability breaker yet. Nes Life, okay, I will show it to you. This was the rejection block on 4-hour chart. Okay, price hit it, we measured it, and price showed a very good rejection from it. This is the rejection block all of these weeks. Nas Life, what's your good name? I believe Nas Life is not your name, right? Rinse and repeat, Reggie. Yes, every day we wait for a high probability setup that goes with our profile. If we spot it like we did here, like we did before, we wait for price to show us a good breaker. Okay, on 1 minute chart we have this up close candle and price is getting support from it, but we still wait. Price is now trading inside our macro 920 to 940, right? This is our New York opening macro. How to join mentorship? Mentorship is yet to launch. Okay, so mentorship will be available for booking from next month, and you will stay with me for 1 year. No monthly charge, nothing like that. One-time payment, and that's it. Why you are not trading Dow? Dow is not high probability today. The NQ has a better price action, so I wanted to see a stop hunt here, but rather price did a SMT, right? That's what I believe. Is it a SMT? Is it a SMT with ES? Okay, it's not a SMT, right? Okay, it's not a SMT. Let's see if price comes back down. Now see, this attracts price like a magnet, folks. Trend line liquidity, magnet, relative equal high and low, magnet. When price was here, I told you guys this is a target. Now I didn't got an entry. That doesn't mean that I'm sad. I have a skill that will repeat again and again. So just wait for a breaker to form, but price is delivering liquidity without us, right? Price is delivering liquidity without us. How much will it be? $200, $250. Very cheap, cheaper than anyone offering anywhere. Okay, for 1 year, $200 is like the best investment you can make. In America, in Canada, $200 is nothing. Basically, it's basically nothing. Trust me, it's nothing. It's 2 days of your income. Not even 2 days, one and a half day. If you're working in a job, then bro, like it's super cheap. The knowledge that you are getting, not only theory, then live market calling. Wow. Yeah, I would buy it if someone was offering me like this. I'll buy it. Is ICT work on crypto? I did multiple streams in crypto. You can go and check the playlist in my YouTube channel. You'll see me tape reading, taking trades in crypto. I don't do it anymore because crypto is like choppy, right? And features provide setups again and again. Like intraday, you can find multiple setups in crypto. You will have to wait because crypto goes in a consolidation range, okay? More often, like it will consolidate for hours before providing any good setup. Macro does work on forex, okay, but not this macro. Macro is for at Asian session and forex macro, okay. Forex macro, I basically use forex macro at Asian session, not at New York. Yeah, that's what I wanted to see price clearing out at 9:30, okay. That's a very good question, Jay. So price generated trendline liquidity before 20 to 40 macro, and now it's clearing the liquidity inside the macro. Yes, but without us, okay, we are not getting set. That's what price does, okay. Price will generate liquidity before macro, and at macro, look at the time, 9:20 to 9:40. When did price reverse? Time is the most important factor in market. 9:20 to 9:40. And this is our target, okay folks, this is our target, but we are not trading with price. Price also showed a good rejection, good support from this inversion that I outlined before, right? But anyway, I wasn't comfortable giving it as a signal because there's no potential breaker, and the models that I gave you guys was not visible here in a clean way. 1 minute chart, no breaker. 3 minute, basically nothing on higher time frame, right? But on 30-second, it's like magic. Sylvia, I'm already profitable, okay. I'm already, like, when I think about it, I was working for $18 per hour like years ago. I started making money. I already made my money, okay. If I don't trade and sit at home like 3, 4, 5 years, I already made that much money. So I don't need mentorship money, but then why am I asking it? For my time. So it's just like you are paying me something to get the amount of value. That's it. So 9:30 opening towards buy side liquidity. This is our target, okay. I want to see price moving here. Any movement towards sell side is gonna be price going towards discount to get support. This is our target, and this is what I taught inside my 3-day bootcamp. Didn't I, Sylvia? Where the trend line liquidity starts, that's where you will target. This model repeated again. Now any rejection towards sell side is gonna be to go towards buy side, okay. So let's see what price does. Build your experience, folks, okay. Build your experience first, and trust me, it will pay you very well. SMT, yes, and NQ, yes NQ. 9:30 delivery, okay. Yeah, so we have it, but I still want to see this getting taken out, because dollar is moving lower, okay. Always keep an eye on dollar, okay, Sylvia. Like, dollar is moving lower. Dollar has lower targets, these relative equal lows. So what did I told you guys? Any movement lower now will be for price to go higher. Why? Because this is our target. This is where the trend line liquidity started generating. Price started engineering trend line liquidity from here, so price will grab back to here. It doesn't matter if we have a SMT or not. Another beautiful call. So 2 calls in a row today, right? Are you guys enjoying my stream? Hit the thumbs up button if you are enjoying learning something, finding it informative, right? AMD, there's AMD also. Mentorship streaming will be on Discord. Okay, Discord will have a private server for the mentorship student in Discord. So now our 9:30 delivery just happened. Okay, look where price stopped. 1580 level. This is a level that I gave you guys earlier, right? From where? From this 4-hour chart. Do you guys remember? This is our rejection block, right? This is our rejection block, and then we did what? We measured it. When we see big wicks like this, how do we trade it? We measure it. I'm repeating again and again, folks, okay? So listen to me carefully. When we have big wicks like this, we measure it, and we expect to see rejection from this level: 0.25, 0.5, 0.75. Also, we also take consideration of certain price levels: 80, 60, 20, like this. And look here. So now that we are approaching towards another macro, what macro? 950 to 1010. Okay, I want to see price hitting this 100 level, 15100, and then rejecting. Okay, this is a very good level. Why specifically this 1500 level, HYDRA? Go back onto the 4-hour chart. The 0.5%, okay, the consequent encroachment of that rejection block is here. So we already know where does the best reversal happen: from the 0.5% of a order block, of a week, of a fair value gap, and this is here. So what I would like to see happening here for 950 to 1010 macro, price coming up, forming a low here, going above, chopping around a little bit, okay, making people think that, okay, 30-second is a choppy chart, then coming lower, hitting the breaker, going lower. So multiple bias, folks, okay? It's not like we trade with a specific bias. We trade what price shows us. We trade with in present moment. Did you guys read the book Trading in the Zone? Okay, if you didn't read it, did you guys heard Mark Douglas lectures? What does that man tell us? To trade in the present moment. Okay, what price is showing you now is the most important thing. What price did before is less important than what price is showing you now. So good rejection from the 1580 level, right? These levels I taught inside my bootcamp. Again, $80. Just join and see how much value I shared there. Way more value than you will find in any other mentorship. Okay, this is like a challenge. Join and you won't find anything like what I'm giving for the price. Nah, man. Like, yeah, the value is insane. And even I'm showing you this on chart, and we are yet to do day 3, and we will not be done. Okay, I will do a whole month back testing session on 10th of November. Okay, so don't miss it. I'll share much more value there. Here I'm not like speaking from everything. I'm not giving everything, but in that back testing session where I'll take you and back test a whole month in a day, okay, I believe you guys will improve more, and this one back testing session will change your whole view in the chart. And in my mentorship, I'll do it 3 to 4 times in a month. A whole month we'll back test it, a whole month, 3 to 4 times in a month. Workshop is still open. YouTube, the thing that you guys are buying, YouTube membership, is only for YouTube. Okay, it's only for the chat. I don't basically share any value there, because sometimes what happened before, like when I started streaming, there were retails that came in my chat and like basically, so I was closing the chat and only making it available for the people who were like paying. So it's only for YouTube. But the main value is inside the workshop that I'm doing, 3-day workshop. So this inversion, okay, if price is not going above it, we will see lower price action. If price is going above it, we will see price hunting, delivering liquidity here. So now that price is like not closing a candle's body above. Okay, wait, If price is closing a candle body above this inversion, we will go higher. Do you guys see the logic now? Yes, the same fair value gap, we can use it multiple times to predict where price will go. So look close, folks, okay? We are yet to close a candle body above. We didn't close a candle body above. If we are closing a candle body above this inversion, we'll go higher. If not, we'll go lower. So let's see. This is the target for higher price action. 1500. 5th November is gonna be day 3. 10th November is gonna be the back testing session. So the bodies are staying, okay, so I believe price will go lower. This is gonna be the target. This is gonna be the target. We have relative equal low down here. Are we trading inside our macro? Okay, we are not. We are yet to go inside 950 to 1010. But this is a very nice setup, okay, folks. If this candle trades back inside this inversion, this is a potential entry with a stop loss above here, or like above these order blocks, targeting this relative equal low right here, and ultimately this low. So price traded back inside this inversion. Now I want to see speed and price going lower, hunting and delivering liquidity here. There's a logic why price does what, okay? So this is our inversion. Price closed the candle body below. Price tapped inside this inversion again. This is where you enter, okay? I'm not saying you that you should be taking entry here. We are learning. We are building our experience. The same price action will repeat tomorrow, okay, folks? Even today, again and again. Don't be sad like, okay, HYDRA is not giving me signals. I'm not making money here. Build a skill, bro, okay? It will pay you way better than you will get a signal from me. If I give you a signal, then you will be like relying on me. If you are doing it on your own, you will be proud of yourself that I did made it, okay? When you do make it, that moment, folks, okay, is undefeated. That feeling that day when I quitted my job, man, I cannot like, yeah. I hope you all will make it, and I'm trying my best to give you the skill, my skill. So I told you guys that if price is closing a candle body lower, below this inversion will go lower. This is our target with these relative equal lows, okay? So if you are like taking a trade, I don't know, and I don't care, this will be your target. But if you still want to hold a little bit more, you will take a partial here, and this will be your initial TP, okay? You are not holding below this. PMI is tradable. We don't care about PMI. Only news that is tradable is PMI, okay, folks? Yeah, Demas, it's only your psychology that is left to figure out, and figure it out with me. I have this psychology to control myself. So see how I'm doing it, how I'm controlling myself. Where I'm telling you guys to take a partial. Why I'm taking you guys to take a partial. I'm explaining everything. All am I talking here is about chart, no trash talk. Okay, so I told you guys that this is a good level for partial. Why? Once price delivers liquidity below relative equal lows, relative equal highs, price is doing what? Clearing out retail stops. So once it does clears out retail stop, it moves against the retail again. It makes thinking the retail that, okay, I'm gonna buy again. So once price reaches the discount level, it comes back again, hunts the retail stop, and even goes lower. That's what happens. I don't talk about anything that Michael taught inside his private mentorship. The 8 high probability models. So I was thinking about sharing it, but hey, we'll see like if I'm sharing it or not. We'll see. You guys will know. I'll let you guys know if I'm sharing it in my Telegram. So now the price came back again, okay? If this candle is closing its body above this inversion, this is our target. So see, as when this candle closed a body, you wanna watch this candle. If this candle is trading back inside this inversion, you push your button, you put a stop loss below here, you target 15,100. That's how I teach my students to trade with an inversion. Inversion is undefeated, folks. You can use it multiple times, again and again throughout the day. And when an inversion is forming a fair value gap like this, man, it's like the highest probability trade. So let's see if price taps inside this inversion and moves higher, or it's moving without us. We are yet to go inside the 950 macro though. So there are times when price will reverse. Okay, I also taught this inside my bootcamp that inside specific macros price will reverse. So do you guys see that when I told you if price is closing a candle's body above this inversion, will go higher. If price is closing a candle's body below this inversion, will go lower. We did go lower. We cleared out the relative equal lows, hit the retail, cleared out the retail stops. Now we are moving higher. Where are we moving higher? Nothing is random here. At this level, what is this level? Go to 4-hour chart, measure the rejection block. Okay, the consequent encroachment of the rejection block is here. We also have a breaker. Okay, lower low, new lower low. These up close candles are breaker. Did you watch it before I mentioned it? If you did, yes, you are improving already. We have a fair value gap with this breaker. Now let's see if price taps inside this fair value gap at 950. Okay, we are slowly approaching towards our last macro that I will do with you all. Okay, after 950 I'm closing. Yes, if you join now, you get access to the recordings, and we will do day 3 live together. Yeah, go on my Telegram channel, Snake Doc. Okay, you will find the link to join in my Telegram in the description below, and go in my Telegram and look for the pinned message. There you will find all the information how to do it. So dollar formed a breaker here. Okay, so if at 950 dollar is coming up and closing a candle's body above this breaker, we have a reversal on NQ. So this is the breaker, right, on dollar. Do you guys see it? Now what I want to see, dollar coming up, closing a candle's body above these breaker blocks, and then moving higher. Okay, and if this is what is happening, then we'll see a potential rejection on NQ. So NQ delivered our target 15,100. The value that I shared in my bootcamp is way more than it's worth. Okay, folks, why did I kept the price so low? Because when I was working, I didn't find anyone offering anything for that cheap, and I didn't have like $300-400 to pay for a mentorship. So I felt the pain that time. So I don't want you to feel the pain. That's why I kept it so cheap, and the value, man, is way more than that. So anyway, we are getting inside the 950 macro, 950 to 1010. And we hit the potential reversal level, but dollar is not confirming. Okay, dollar is not confirming, and NQ is moving higher. So let's go to higher time frame again, because higher time frame is our friend. That's what shows us potential reversal level. So let's go to 4-hour again. So price is basically trading inside this rejection block, right? So we'll see on lower time frame is price is rejecting from 0.75 because this is deep premium according to the measurement of this week. According to the measurement of this week. So this is a potential zone for reversal. This is also a potential zone for reversal. I'm liking this. Okay, why? Because look close, folks. Price formed a fair value gap here. Okay, so if price is reversing from 0.75, I would like to see price going below this fair value gap. Why you want to see this fair value gap fail, Hydra? You can take a buy from here. No, high probability trade will be when price is failing this fair value gap. Okay, once price closes a candle body below here, we'll wait to see if price is getting support from it, sorry, resistance from it, and that's when we will enter. Okay, let's wait. This is our last level that we are watching as a potential reversal level. And look at dollar is respecting order block again and again. Order block respected, order block respected, order blocks respected, order blocks respected. So how will you know that NQ is reversing when dollar is not respecting the order block anymore? And how will you know that dollar is not respecting the order block? When dollar is closing a candle's body above these up close candles, that's when you will know that dollar changed its shift. You don't necessarily need to see that price is closing and price is going above a old swing high to confirm a market structure shift. If price is going above these up close candles, it will confirm the market structure shift. So basically the rejection didn't happen, but rather price formed another fair value gap at this level. So where does price forms fair value gaps? Do you guys know that? No, I don't know that. These levels are where price forms fair value gap. Okay, 0.75, 0.5. In each of these levels, look close. We have a fair value gap here. Where? At 0.75. 0.5, we have a fair value gap here. 0.25, we have a fair value gap here. Right? Every one of these levels, price is a fair value gap. How can we use it? We'll use it now. We'll wait for price to close a candle's body below this fair value gap, because we are not looking for a bullish setup, rather we are looking for a bearish setup. Okay, the mentorship is not ready yet. Okay, folks, the booking for the mentorship will available in next month. Will start next month, so just wait. Watch me how I trade. Okay, if you want to buy it, then buy it. There's no hurry. I'll continue streaming twice in a week for the whole month of November. Okay, whole month of November. So I want to see price closing a candle's body below on NQ, and on dollar I want to see price going above these up close candles. Okay, so price did close the candle. Okay, I missed it. Anyway, really? Without me, we are trading inside 950. When did this setup activated? At 920 to 940, right? When did this setup got activated? 950, exactly at 950. So I want to see this candle trading back inside this inversion and moving lower. In this setup, where will you put your stop loss? The setup, the entry will be like this, with a stop loss above the swing high, this candle's body, not above the wick, and the low hanging fruit, our target is 2R. From here, I'm not trading it because I'm done for the day. Okay, for my psychology, taking one trades in a day is good. The dollar is not yet confirming, folks. Okay, look at dollar. This is why I'm not gonna take it. Look at dollar. Dollar is still respecting the order block. What did I told you guys? That you will wait for price to close a candle's body above these breakers, okay, above these order blocks. So how do you know? How do you spot a fake out? Okay, sometimes the inversion will fail like this, and how will you know? Align when you are watching chart with dollar like this. This is something that I don't teach for free. The folks who watched my stream before, I never talked about dollar before because I kept it like secret. But today I told you guys in my private telegram that I'll do a stream in a mentorship level. Again, that's what you will get in a mentorship level. Tomorrow I will not talk about dollar. I'll completely avoid dollar. I'll keep watching alone. I'll not mention it. So this is the last that I'm talking about dollar. So learn from it. How do you know that this inversion will fail? Like this. If dollar is closing a candle's body above this order block, that's when you will know that dollar change is shift. And that's when you will know the price will respect this inversion. Not now. We are still waiting. We are still waiting. So price closing candle's body above this inversion, got support from it and moving higher. So I'm basically done for today, folks. I'm tired. I started the stream like at 8 o'clock and it's been like 3 hours with you all. I hope you got the value that you wanted to see, right? So I hope you got the value, and I'm gonna close my stream here. Price generated a breaker, okay? So keep watching it if you are still trading. I'm not. So this is a breaker, and we expect to see a breaker forming when? Inside our macro. And price did generated a breaker when? Inside our macro, 950 to 1010. Price shifted its market structure on dollar when? Inside our macro. See, price closed the candle's body above this order blocks with this fair value gap, right? So now we have a confirmed market structure shift. Now we can take a trade using this inversion with like a high probability confirmation. So I'm gonna tape read this because this is looking good, right? So as soon as price is closing a candle's body below this inversion, you don't need to wait for price to go below this breaker to take entry. You can execute here because dollar already changed its trend. Look, I've literally been preaching like I want to see dollar going above, closing a candle's body above, and it did it now. So tape read this setup, and this is gonna be it for today, folks. Okay, you guys asked a lot of questions. Which macro is trading right now? 950 to 1010. Bird's eye, when you shift to other time frame, then kindly, this is a good entry, folks. This is an entry. If I was trading it, I will take entry here, right here. Okay, targeting 2R, putting a stop loss above here. Do your own stuff, okay? I'm gonna answer some questions and we'll see what happens after. When you shift to other time frame, then kindly click 2x on the right scale to readjust chart to center. If you want to focus on specific zone, then hold control and mouse. I already know this. Why are you saying this to me? Bird's eye. Okay, folks, so this is gonna be it for today. I'll catch you guys on Monday, okay? Monday at 8:15 or 8:30, okay? And I hope that you guys got some value. I tried my level best to share as much as possible without hindsight, okay? Without hindsight, go back, watch this stream again, okay? Because you got a lot of value. Market calling from here, sell side, buy side, everything was called. Even when price delivered here. Even when price moved higher, with logic, with higher time frame narrative, with bias. Thank you for watching, folks. So I'm closing it here. Hope you guys will have a good day. Peace.